What is going on, Team XK? Gonna do a total cryptocurrency market cap update and kind of go over what's going on, right? We've seen a lot of volatility in the past 24 hours, a lot of whipsaws is what I would say that we've seen going on here in the markets, right? Pretty much a huge move to the downside, and then this current 4-hour candlestick has been very volatile, right? We've seen it all the way up, a push to that 4-hour resistance, was unable to break above that, rejected, then we came all the way back down testing weekly support, and as of right now that is also going to be holding. This indicator that I currently have on for TradingView is a very nifty one. It's pretty much, it draws an automatic Fibonacci retracement onto your charts, and I use these as good supports and resistance to mark out, easy for you to do, right? These, like how if I've plot a 4-hour resistance, right, that's going to be on the 4-hour time frame, this green line, right? You can see that it's going to be that 4-hour resistance. This is going to be part of the XK 4.0. I'm going to do a deep dive into this, but for any of those people that wanted to test this out and see how it works for you, it's called the Fib / RSI mixed indicator. I think it's actually in my favorites right here, right? The one by BBP Scripts. So we're going to go through here. Let's go ahead. We'll pull this back out a little further. This is going to be really the first time that I'm looking at it. Haven't really looked at the markets in the past 8 hours. So this is going to be my first time really looking at it. We're going to get a raw analysis of what I am seeing in the markets here. All right, so looking at daily time frame, right now we are trading above that daily support. Right, this is the first day of really the week. Just looking back also on past weekends, like what happened after the weekend, right? We had state consolidation, then we had the push up, we were at that bottom. Now if we get a daily close above the daily support, this is the really, I think the time frame we should be focused on right now is the daily. If we get a daily close above the daily support, I would still remain bullish, and there is still a decent chance, you know, maybe like 65% chance that we would see tomorrow be bullish. Now if we get a close below, a strong close below the daily support here on the total market cap, that's going to look more bearish, and honestly the next move down would be back down to potentially, you know, this daily and 12-hour support down here. So we're talking, we could potentially see another bearish week in the markets, which looking on the weekly time frame is looking likely. We'll see another 8-9% drop before we were really finding our next major support. Yeah, we'll say 8 to 12, because this daily 200 MA then does come into play for wick moves. So this daily candlestick is going to be pretty critical, right? A close above will remain more bullish, a close below, and we flip to having, you know, like a 70% chance that we're going to see another a drop here during this week, and then maybe find a new floor before we do go higher here. I am expecting this volatility to remain here, right? We're back at these all-time highs. You can see how some of these wicks have been actually getting bigger, right? The daily average move on the total market cap is bigger. So expected these bigger swings to happen going forward. Look at the 12-hour. Right, so we did have like this wedge plotted out, and then we did have a slight break above, and then this is the whipsaw that I was talking about. Then we came down, then we went back up on the smaller time frames, and then back down, testing that weekly support. So kind of a whipsaw that has been going on here. But it looks like how many weekends, right? So after this is kind of a similar case, right? We're at the top of that bullish channel. We break down in the beginning of the week, consolidate, and then towards the end of the week is when we saw the run up. Same thing with here, except, I mean, just we had one bullish day, and then after, right, that one bullish day, we've seen a fall, and then the run up towards the end of the week. So daily support, again, is going to remain critical to be watching this daily and this weekly. We start really trading and closing below these levels of support, then I would be anticipating this move to continue down, which would just give us better entry points, although that we are currently long on some cryptos, right? We always talked about that 4-hour 200 MA being the dynamic level of support we would need to be watched to see if it was going to be broken. If we did see it broken, right, we're probably going to see this move down. And we have seen that being broken here, right? We have that 4-hour 200, or the 4-hour candlestick close strong below. We've seen consolidation, tried to push back up, but was unable to. So we'll see where this, we got 5 minutes left on the 4-hour candle. So yeah, we close above the daily support here for 4-hour candle. That still remains bullish on that time. Also, I do like to pull out sometimes I have noted that the 260 MA for cryptos is pretty well respected, better than the 200. So sometimes I come in here and definitely change it. I could just add it. Mainly I like to stick to that 200 because I look at a lot of FX pairs, but when I'm looking at cryptos, I tend to find that the 260 MA is the one that gets more well respected in these types of scenarios. And as you can see here, we're actually just approaching. Let me turn off this other indicator. We have just touched the 260 MA. We have rejected off of that. We get a 4-hour close here. Yeah. Higher highs maybe in store if this support holds here, right? If the support does not hold, then we'll be doing this. And then beginning of the week. All right. Well, I think the end of the week is the 17th or the 19th. So yeah, making a move down to the 16th. So until like Wednesday, we could see another move to the downside, then consolidate, and then this weekend would be bullish. We'll see how this closes out. We can see if there's any early indications of this support holding. You all know, I mean, these supports have been plotted here for a long time. Some of them had slight adjustments, but not too many. All right, 4-hour. Look, when I am looking to enter in cryptos as well, coming to the total market cap really helps me identify when to do so. Right, you want to be entering in like sell positions when you're testing major resistance on the total market cap, and you want to be entering in buy positions when we're testing weekly or like big supports, weekly, daily supports. Doesn't happen with all cryptos, but the vast majority of the major ones, this is how the money kind of flows into them. So 3-minute 200 MA, still acting as our dynamic level of resistance. So we don't even have a confirmation on the 3-minute time frame that we're going to be bullish yet. We have a slight bounce off of the weekly support, but that's to be expected. I mean, it's nothing too crazy. If we start trading above the 3-minute 200 MA, then all right, now we're confirmed bullish on the 3-minute 200 MA. We could see this continue a bit longer. Then the next thing that I would be looking at, oh, I gotta actually just want to change this back to my 200. And I bet you that 3-minute time frame is going to look a little different. About the same. Right, then we jump it up to the 20-minute. Right, we start trading above the 3-minute 200 MA. 5 minutes not too much of a difference either. You can use 5-minute. I don't know why I just use the 3-minute. It's just off from what a lot of people use. But I do remember trading with this really good stock trader, and he insisted that the 3-minute time frame was better for entries than the 5-minute. But you can see here on the 5-minute, right, it's a little more clear. We've seen the impulsive, right, the whiplash here move down to collect some liquidity, weekly support holding. Now we're seeing little higher highs being created. We're testing the daily support. Again, if this 4-hour closes up here, then we could see tomorrow be the day where we actually see cryptos flip bullish. Early signs of a bullish trend. Nothing major. Technically, we are going to be in a short-term bearish trend, and we, I still think we'll see. Let's see. I can't say like what's going to happen for sure. I can only kind of break it down, give an analysis, and then we have to kind of wait for the markets to do something, and then I react to that. Let's look at the monthly. And this month, I have a hard time believing this month was going to close out bearish. I still believe that this month is going to close out bullish. So if we do see another bearish week back down to here, I mean, for the month to close out bullish, it would have to be a monster of a move. Pretty sure this was a weekend here. You saw a weekend that was bullish into the week. Just looking back to see if there's any other patterns and situations that are similar to this. Blockchain Backer goes through it all. He's been here since 2017. He does a more deep dive analysis. Always watch his videos on that. But yeah, for now, I think this is going to be it for this video. I was trying to wait for the 4-hour candlestick to close. Oh, it did. Perfect. All right. So we had a 4-hour candlestick close above the daily support. So there is still potential, right? Maybe we come back down to this weekly, creating another 4-hour wick, and then we make the push to the upside. So this next 4 hours is going to be really critical on where the total market cap is going to go for, I would say, the next 24 hours. So let's wait and see how this one closes out, and then I will update you all on the Telegram. As always, everyone, may the trades be with you all.